And then, of course, he went through Hamilton and then to Montreal. But the bottom line being, I know there's a lot of heat on Durant for what's happened in 0-3. But when you compare his numbers to one of the greatest to ever play, if not the greatest to ever play the game in his first 43, Durant's numbers are actually better.
Interesting to see Calvillo on the sidelines now holding his helmet. By the way, head-to-head, the last 5 times they've played, Darren Durant's actually passed for more yards against Montreal than Anthony Calvillo against Saskatchewan. 1st and 10, 4 receivers wide side, straight ahead, Wes Cates. And he'll drag Woba for a few extra yards, and Wes Cates now on the run as a first down. And the Roughriders driving here on their opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, you know what, Chris? When you as a quarterback stretch a defensive line to the perimeter early in the game, the inside running lanes automatically widen later in the game because every defensive lineman now wants to get outside more to contain the quarterback. They open up inside running lanes, and now Wes Cates is taking advantage of that.
Roughriders were 7th in the league coming in, running the football, averaging 63 yards. Here's Durant looking to the end zone, flag down, and Efrem Hill laid out but couldn't bring it in.
Gene Makowski has no helmet on and was pointing as if there was some particular reason for that.
Yeah, J.P. Pakasiak, the target of his disdain.
270 games.
One short of Roger Aldag,
who I played with and was just a bulldog of his own. I mean, a Mack Truck Award winner.
Hands to the face. Control number 96. We'll go half the distance to the goal line. First down.
It was Bakasiak. And the Roughriders have a 1st and goal. Down at the 5-yard line.
Well, he's made a couple of plays too, but there's big Gene Makowski. Stays healthy, a couple more games. Will play more games as a Saskatchewan Roughrider than anyone in the team's history.
Roughriders trying to finish. Last time they were stopped at the 3. Darren Durant. Trapped at the 1 is Terrence Nunn as Chip Cox saves a touchdown. Terrence Nunn 3rd on the all-time Nebraska list in receiving yards. Number 2, a guy that made a lot of noise here in Montreal, the ordinary superstar Johnny Rogers. So now 2nd and goal from the 1. Neil Hughes, Wes Cates, and the Rhino team out. Mullender in motion, Cates, touchdown. And the Saskatchewan Roughriders open the 2nd half with an impressive drive.
Gene Makowski first to go over there and pat Wes Cates on the back, and it's right where the veteran running back went. Right behind number 60 as he goes right over that side of the formation, knowing that the veteran of 14 years is going to get his man and get him off the line of scrimmage.
Haven't been many sideline smiles this year, but they've earned that one. A 10-play, 73-yard drive. The extra point makes it a 24-10 lead for the Roughriders. Capped by Wes Cates.
C-Bus, OHIO. What's happening?
3rd touchdown of the year for Cates. 2nd against Montreal. And Diamond Ferry brought down quickly. Jarrell Freeman on the tackle.
Take a look at that touchdown drive. Darren Durant gets it out to Terrence Nunn to get things started. Be careful the way he carries that football, but then the running game's been involved more in this game than it has in the first 3 weeks. Not just to Wes Cates, but Darren Durant running as well, and that's how they cap off the drive. They have 17 pass plays, Saskatchewan, so far against 14 rushes, which is getting close to 50-50 when you look at that balance.
I'm gonna let it sunshine. What up, Mom? Love you.
He could sing too. Wow. Here's Brandon Whitaker. Slicing his way up to the 44-yard line. A first down run for Whitaker. And will the Alouettes be able to grind it out on the ground with Adrian McPherson?
Well, they go to the basic similar situation that Saskatchewan's been in this game tonight, which is to have their quarterback get on the rollout, the bootlegs, and run the interior of the line with their running back in Brandon Whitaker.
10th run of over 10 yards for Brandon Whitaker, and there's the secret weapon who's becoming not a secret anymore. Second catch of the game, third of the year for Ryan Bomben.
Yeah, I guess at some point defensively you're going to have to say, well, I guess we should cover him. I mean, they're definitely going to throw it to him. That's his third.
Well, he's a big target. 6'4", 305.
Yeah, when you put your arms around him to wrap up, you're not touching fingers on the other side.
I don't know if Jamel Richardson's job's in jeopardy, but second down, McPherson dancing, steps up, brought down at the 50, just beyond the original line of scrimmage. Ramon Willis with the tackle, and that's been an area of improvement here tonight for the Roughriders, getting pressure on the quarterback.
Boy, is it ever. And that's been Ramon Willis, he's getting that push up the field. Now, yes, for most of the night, he's played against the newcomer at left tackle, and Jarrell McCullough, who is an import trying to play in his first game in the CFL, but that wasn't the case that time. He was on Jeff Parrott that time.
White's boot, Tristan Jackson at the Rough Rider 20. And he is hit immediately. Walter Spencer, one of the men downfield, the former Rider.
Oh, hon, that would be great for the kitchen cabinets.
Excuse me. It's really beautiful, but this forest is very special with so many choices. Come on with me. I've got just the thing for you over here. A favorite of mine. Solid, long-lasting.
Whatever your choice, at Rona, 100% of our softwood comes from certified forests. Rona, doing it right.
Toyota dealerships across Canada have big selection with big savings to match. You'll find big savings and great finance and lease rates on our most popular models. These factory authorized savings won't last long, so hurry into your local Toyota dealer today. Right now, get up to $5,000 cash incentive on the refined and reliable 2011 Toyota Camry. Toyota dealerships across Canada have big selection with big savings to match. These factory authorized savings won't last long, so hurry into your local Toyota dealer today.
Looking for some healthy habits? Discover Subway Restaurant's Commit to Fit program with tools and tips at freshenergy.com. You could win $10,000 if you become the Subway Commit to Fit ambassador. Subway, think fresh, eat fresh.
What were those things? They took my wife, my son.
He knows where they are.
I'm ready to get your people back.
In theaters July 29th.
Our sack tally brought to you by Purelator, tackling hunger across Canada. Check.
Well, Baron Simpson has one for the Saskatchewan Roughriders, and what's surprising to me for Montreal, they came in at 5 and are holding at 5, and the one guy who doesn't have one yet is John Bowman. And John Bowman had one in each of the first 2 games and then 2 last week versus Toronto. Kept off the board so far.
Roughriders march for a touchdown on their last possession. Start here at the 22. Durant has time. He wants to air it out. He wants Dressler and overthrows the intended target. Working against DeAndre Dix.
Just take a look and see why John Bowman is having his issues down at that rush end position. And first of all, the Saskatchewan Roughriders going with the tight end, so that widens him a little bit. Now the tight end will release. It's Jason Claremont, and then he's picked up not only by the left tackle, but he's also got Wes Cates helping out on John Bowman. So Bowman's been facing that kind of double team. the running back will either help or chip on him as he gets out of the backfield.
Second and 10. Here comes Heat. Durant steps up. Shook the tackle of Bowman, but is dropped at the 27-yard line. He'll be short of the first down after a 5-yard run.
And a way to try and spring John Bowman was to bring him inside and run just a little game, a stunt up front. And just excellent second effort and hustle. Even if he's not getting the stats, he certainly is working. He's going to end up coming up here and then coming back after Durant broke contain. Step up, come up the field, cut into the middle, and look at, he gets double teamed again in the middle. And just great hustle to slow down Durant so his friends can get them.
Eddie Johnson kicking against the breeze here in the third quarter. High, not deep. That'll be a 15-yarder. On the no yards, Nick Graham was in the neighborhood.
Shop at Safeway, swipe your club card and play. Safeway $1 Million Touchdown to win. You could win a trip for 2 to Riviera Maya's Santos Caracol Eco Resort and Spa, courtesy of redtag.ca, or a 2011 Nissan Rogue. Shop and play at Safeway.
After we stay 2 times at a hotel, who wants a free night? Free night, free!
You ask for free, we give you free. Right now, when you stay 2 separate times at any of these Choice Hotels, you'll earn 1 night free. Book today at choicehotels.com.
Check it out. Mr. Clean Magic Eraser with the grease-fighting power of Dawn. He helps remove 2 times more greasy kitchen mess per swipe.
If I had hands, I'd throw in the towel.
Yeah, things aren't what they used to be.
Mr. Clean Magic Eraser Kitchen Scrubber with the grease-fighting power of Dawn.
We know you've waited all year for this. The Kegs Lobster Summer is back. Indulge until September 4th.
Strap in and hang on. The 2011 Summer X Games are on TSN2. The top extreme athletes from around the world are in Los Angeles to defy the boundaries of action sports. Feel the adrenaline rush from the best aerial maneuvers and skate park acrobatics around. From BMX to skateboarding to Moto X, we have you covered for every thrill and spill. The 2011 Summer X Games begin Thursday at 7 on TSN2.
There's the new left tackle for the Alouettes, and with more, here's Sarah Orleski.
Well, Chris, as you guys mentioned, left tackle Josh Burke not in the lineup for the Alouettes tonight with a sprained MCL, and there's no mistaking his replacement, rookie tackle Jarrell McCullough. Burke has spent the week with him, trying to practice with him, going over film with him. He had him over for dinner on Friday, wanting to make sure that he was comfortable with everything that was going on. McCullough said that he recognizes he's got really big shoes to fill with Burke out of the lineup, and he had it emphasized to him this week just how important Anthony Calvillo is and needing to protect him. Of course, now, though, the job to protect Adrian McPherson. Very quickly, there is a connection between McCullough and the Alouettes before he arrived up here. Mark Tressman was the offensive coordinator at North Carolina State for McCullough's first season.
He can fill those shoes, Sarah. He wears size 16.
Yeah, he's what you call a 4X, because that's the size of shirt that he is putting on. McCullough is a big one. I mean, you talked about 6'7", 325. Worked with Tressman at North Carolina State, as Sarah mentioned. He had 29 starts there, but all at right tackle with the Wolfpack.
Second and 10. More pressure on McPherson. He's got Brandon London underneath, and London will stretch out and has the first down.
And he gives, that old line gives McPherson time to throw this one out to Brandon London. And Brandon London gets the isolation on the outside. He's got a good cushion as Nick Graham gives him lots of room, then drops off with that extra seam route, so he has to come up late. McPherson gets a good solid throw to the outside because he has protection up front.
And first completion by McPherson to a guy who is considered a receiver. The other 2 completions went to Ryan Bobbin. First down, Montreal. McPherson stands in, looking deep. He wants London again, and it's incomplete. Great coverage there by Tristan Jackson, although fans here at Percival Molson don't agree.
Well, it's just a matter of whether or not Tristan Jackson was trying to screen Brandon London down the sideline, or did he turn for the football? Because I didn't see any real contact. Little push, little shove. You could maybe call that left arm on the back of London, but he didn't grab with it and he didn't turn the receiver. Usually when they call screening, you have to have your hand up and run a couple of steps with your hand in the face of the receiver, and Jackson didn't do that.
So it's 2nd and 10. Last two passes in London's direction. Where does he go this time? He goes to the A guy, Jamal Richardson, with the catch. Drilled out, but short of the first down. And Richardson comes up chirping in front of that Rough Rider sideline. And Brandon London there as well, and we're told London is using Richardson as his mentor, and sometimes it even includes the end zone celebrations, and as you saw in that case, talking to the sidelines.
And Jarrell Freeman, who was right there in a hurry to knock him out of bounds.
Well, this is interesting. It's 3rd and at least 2, and they've left the offense on the field. A 3rd down gamble for the Alouettes here. Short drop. And he throws incomplete. Nick Graham there and S.J. Green, the intended target. It's a turnover on downs. Rough Riders hold and get the ball.
At Dairy Queen, we don't stop at good enough.
We give you the new Triple Chocoholic Mini Blizzard for just $2.99.
And we don't just have piñatas. We have piñatas filled with Mary Lou Retton.
These are volunteers, our neighbors, putting their lives on the line. And when they rely on a battery, there are firefighters everywhere who trust Duracell. So look for these special packs to see how you can help your local volunteers. Duracell, trusted everywhere.
In automotive products, there's one name that stands above the others. One name defining reliability and performance for over 75 years. Gunk Automotive Products. Gunk, it works. Available at automotive centers everywhere.
Mauer, you got dandruff? Actually, Head & Shoulders is for more than dandruff. It gives me a healthy-looking scalp and great-looking hair. Does it do anything else for you? No. No? Yes.
Head & Shoulders, 7 benefits, 1 bottle.
Well, think you know your CFL football? Play the TSN Predictor and predict the outcome of CFL matchups for your chance to become a monthly TSN Predictor. And just for playing, you could win the ultimate Grey Cup getaway. Get in the game today, tsn.ca/predictor. I wonder if anybody went out and predicted 4 road wins this year or this week. We've had 3 road teams win, and a road team here with a 14-point lead late in the 3rd quarter. This one far from done, but It's been a good week already for the road teams. Alouettes take over, and a lot of motion there in the backfield. And a short gain straight ahead. Let's take another look at that 3rd down gamble that didn't work.
Well, first of all, I know there'll be some that'll say, you know, why are you gambling at this point in the game on 3rd down? But with your backup quarterback in plus territory, I don't think it's a bad decision. Now, I guess the question once you run the play is, could Adrian and McPherson have run for the 1st down? I mean, it looked like he might have had enough. With his ability to run, make one guy miss, he gets it. But you know what? I don't mind that call. Conventional wisdom says no, but Mark Trestman with his backup in that territory, he goes for it.
2nd and 6. Durant steps up. Darian Durant trying to get outside, and he'll take a solid hit from Chip Cox. And will be stopped short of the 1st down.
This was a case of Darian Durant, Dressler talking to Dwight Anderson there because he was the intended target.
A long discussion there.
Well, they've gone head to head, and Dressler has a play, and this is going to pick up just at the bottom of your screen. Dwight Anderson, he's right holding on right at the bottom of your screen here to Weston Dressler. Good coverage with Diamond Ferry over the top, so double team there on Dressler. And some pushing and shoving after the fact as that battle continues.
Eddie Johnson to kick, but the play stopped. And he'll have to reload. And is it a time count against Saskatchewan?
Procedure. Saskatchewan number 99. 5-yard penalty. Remains third down.
Shamari Williams moved prematurely.
You didn't like the third down gamble.
Well,
it's early.
There's a lot of time, and maybe, I guess there's two schools of thought. You need, you've got a young quarterback in. Maybe you try and keep the momentum going with him, and maybe you don't have as much confidence in being able to score 3 times. But I'm big on taking the points in the third quarter.
And this is roughing the kicker, and Riders are going to get the ball back.
And Eddie Johnson's
hurt. Down. Yep.
46-yard boot. And another flag has just been thrown at the end of the play. Take a look at what happened to Eddie Johnson.
There was pressure on that first one that was blown dead, and here comes leg in the air.
Tad Crawford, the former BC Lion.
Contacting the kicker. Montreal number 1. Major foul. Unnecessary roughness. Montreal number 80. 25 yards. First down.
That's Eric Delorier. That's the third major for roughing in the game against Montreal. 11 on the year.
And was that just me, or did Eddie Johnson get hit? Because yes, there was pressure there, but when we really slowed it down, did Tad Crawford hit him? Maybe just grazed the left knee. He did come down awkwardly.
Not much there.
Not much.
You suggesting the bartender from California has got a little actor in him?
He sold one there.
There's Durant. And he'll just throw that away and get pushed out. He'll reload. 2nd and 10 in the dying seconds of this third quarter.
Let's take a look at the other end, that other penalty you talked about, Chris. This is the 15-yard roughing penalty. And that's Delorier there. He's to the left of your screen now, and a left hook, and they push him back and forth, and I think it was the headbutt at the end that drew the flag.
Final play of this third quarter. Fans in an uproar, 2nd and 10, and flags fly.
Time count violation.
And Darian Durant doesn't like it. He thought
5-yard penalty.
the snap was ahead of the play clock. And Greg Marshall arguing that as well.
Often the official will give the quarterback the time when the clock begins, and maybe that was part of the discussion from Darian Durant, that he didn't think he got the heads up on when it was beginning. He got up there and thought he had the snap.
Either that or maybe the clocks aren't in sync. They're looking at one end and at the other. They better hurry here. They may not get it off again. 1 second left, and they do. 2nd and 15. Here comes the Heat. Underneath the football. Back inside the 35, and Durant wants a face mask called, and none forthcoming.
Yeah, and no flag on the field. Dressler came all the way back from running his route to try and help the official call it. I thought there was no question. Darian Durant's head whipped around, but did he have the face mask or not?
Let's take a look. Final play of the third quarter. And
boy, no question.
Everybody off the bus!
Death doesn't like to be cheating.
Final Destination 5. In theaters August 12th.
Okay, if you're one of those round-the-clock, we-never-close, 24/7 types who doesn't get paid until the job gets done, the last thing you need is a truck that doesn't have the stones to bring home the bacon. No problem. Introducing the all-new 2011 Super Duty. Thanks to its all-new Ford-built Power Stroke diesel, you get it all. The most horsepower, the most payload, the most towing, and the best fuel economy. It's payday, the all-new Super Duty.
Every idea we have begins with you. The way you connect. How you browse.